Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
I told you before to call me Jimmy, didn't see semi-automatics, but I see plenty of these faggots coming through claiming niggas skills and they don't really have it. Y'all don't really want it with tag. Addicts, records got my bag. The fact that's all I really need. I only start, I'm fucking having a platinum plaques. When I got Doc Cap and IBS, we got hot on the train. No more beefing and no more diss. I finally got all the monkeys off my back. Stick on the floor and y'all already got all the money that you say you got. I don't really care, don't say what I want, so maybe one of these days I'll make a shot. I blew up fast, these people ever thought I would've could. The kid from the hood, y'all try to shoot me down, but still I stood. Y'all already know I stand tall, I can't follow.
America's southern border has become a war zone. Human traffickers, drug smugglers, and terrorists flow across the Rio Grande with impunity, secure in the knowledge that no one will stop them. A distant federal government lectures Americans on their privilege while punishing overworked Border Patrol agents who were helpless to stem the tidal wave of invaders and determined migrants. Second-generation Cuban-American Marcos Zamora is a military vet, more patriotic than most Americans. No longer able to ignore the chaos at his doorstep, he acts. Joined by his best friend Gus, they hit the border every night, saving lives while stopping violent drug cartels and other opportunists. The government reacts with fury at Marcos' attempts to preserve American sovereignty, deploying the full might of their enforcement agencies. But Marcos understands that the only thing the rich and powerful fear is bad publicity, and he records every encounter. Whoever he is, this private American must be stopped. Illustrated by Richard Bonk and written by Eisner winner Mike Barron, Private American is his version of Captain America, and maybe a little Punisher, taking part in this ongoing, violent, and very real battle of good versus evil in the war for American sovereignty. Grab your copy at theprivateamerican.com.
We have a secure border, and that is a priority for our administration.
We've all heard the stories. We've all heard the legends. Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, Billy the Kid. But there's a secret history to the Old West. One that seems too strange to be true, but, well, we all know what they say about the truth. Very big ape, very big guns, blowing very big holes, very bad people. I think the world is finally ready to hear the story of the strangest, the most startling Western hero of them all. Six-gun gorilla, long days of vengeance.
Bringing you sex, sass, and style. Buckle up and unlock your imagination for a fun adventure with these death-dealing dames. They sail the galaxy in search of spoils. The most dangerous acquisition, and the most fruitful, are the legendary Splinters of Yggdrasil. The Splinters are magical artifacts forged from the Tree of Life that wreak havoc on the universe. The missions are perilous, but the bounty is glorious. Enjoy our hyper-fictional wonderland. How is a pirate ship sailing through space? 'Cause magic. How do they heal so quickly after battle? 'Cause magic. How are they able to communicate through jewelry? 'Cause magic. It's all about the characters. Abo, rough, robotic, ready. Mo, carefree, callous, courageous. Mistress Graven, daring, diplomatic, dominating. Betsy, academic, accountable, aristocratic. Nefara, ancient, assured, adrenaline junkie. Bruto, proud, prominent, protective. Fisty, independent, incendiary, invigorating. Roxy, superficial, scarred, secretive. Once you get to know this diverse crew of mythical miscreants, you'll be anxious to find out what trouble they'll get into on the next episode. Go to abogrizzly.com and order both halves of the first episode today.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. You know I be on a what? Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. It's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and
Madness Comic Network and Comic Related Madness proudly presents Madness Tuesday Morning Brew. Tune in to our content on Comic Talk with Pops Van Zandt on YouTube.
Oh, where did Pops go? This one. Aha! He always has that background. I'm pushing the wrong buttons. There we go. Hello, everybody. How are you? It's Laurie. It's Tuesday Morning Brew, and man, I am tired. It has been just a long week with the Kickstarter closing and then freaking Halloween coming up and all the festivities that happened over the weekend. So we're going to drink some coffee and wake up, aren't we? So I'm here with you guys today. I'm really looking forward to our special guest today, who's a friend of mine. I've been on his show a few times, and he's a cool guy. So he's going to come hang out with us, talk about his comic and stuff that he's working on, and we're going to drink coffee and hang out. We'll see if Professor Richness will wake up and join us. He said he might not, but we're going to harass him until he does, because that's how we roll. For those of you who follow Path of the Pale Rider, we finished our campaign for issue number 2 at, I think, 113%. So thank you, everybody that came out and pledged. We had a great time. We had lots of shenanigans. We had lots of new variants and other things going on, and we were going to smash pumpkins and all sorts of stuff. So thank you again for that. And we're going to start bringing some people in. Let's see if we can find. Oh, here it is. The other one.
So just sit right down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Kick the chops out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Brum, brum.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Oh, what heights will hit. On with the show, this is it.
The doctor is in.
Good morning, Doc. How are you?
I'm right there with you.
I know.
In desperate need of. This is the second pot of the morning, by the way.
Oh.
So it usually takes 2 pots to get me going.
Really?
Because I'm a coffee fiend.
I feel like it's going to take more than that today. I was just trying to catch up to all the stuff that's been going on. It's more like it's catching up to me. Yeah.
Who else is lurking in the bullpen?
Oh, we got all sorts of people. The boss is there, too. We'll play.
Won't you get in trouble if the boss shows up?
Oh, no, it's the boss here? Hey, wait, I'm the boss.
Please explain what's going on right now.
He's in mid-toke. And he's trying to hold it. And
so why his camera's off?
Yes. Now, I have
catch you at a bad time.
I have never been a pot smoker myself. However, I have been present with many of them, and you know that sound. No matter who it's got that.
My computer just did some weird thing. First, it like blue screened.
Oh.
I restarted it and then brought it back, and now you know how you used to have your tabs across the top and you could just click from one to the other? Mm-hmm. It's gone, and it will only show me one window. And if I click one of my favorites, it goes to a completely different window. It won't tab them up there for me, so I can I don't know what happened.
All right, somebody get Chris on the phone.
Chris.
What I'm saying?
Chris, Laughing Rogue, where are you when we need you? Lori, I'll be right back. I got to warm my coffee up.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to bring in our guest so we can hang out. We need some trailers for you, dude. But, come on in, everybody. This is George.
Hey.
Say hi to George. George, say hi to the chat, everybody. Oh, there's nobody there. Wake up. George. They're all going to come in. They're all tired. They're all going to come in like, So how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a bit of an early morning after Halloween, but that's all right.
What time zone are you in? You're in Pacific?
Yeah, I'm on the West Coast here, so it's like 8 a.m.
Woo.
And it was my day to take the kid to school, so I was lucky to get out of that.
Your costumes were great, though, by the way. I saw the photos online this morning, and I was like, that's awesome. It's kind of sad, though, that you have to post like a movie poster so people know. It's like, they should know.
Yeah, we went as Princess Bride characters.
Yeah, you were Fessick. That was awesome.
I got a picture of my grandkids. Of course, because it was a Halloween weekend, they had different costumes for different days. And Sophia popped in here Saturday night with one of them poop costumes. She pops in and she jumps over my shoulder and she goes, "Hi, I'm a turd," and she leaves. Right? And I'm just like, oh my God. These are my grandkids.
Were you live at the time?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It was live. It was live, and it was hysterical.
Emma comes over. She's got this shark costume.
Shark? I saw that one.
Blow up shark.
Wait, I have a question about those. Do you have to like put them in it and then blow it up and then seal it?
Yeah.
Like, how does that?
I don't know, but she was walking around the neighborhood in that thing. It was freaking hilarious. I got some video too. I don't know if I posted the video, but
There were some really funny ones. Like they look like you're riding a dinosaur, or like there's a guy that looked like he was riding a giant chicken. Really funny.
Hey, George.
Hey,
George. I'm Doc. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Doc.
He immediately scored points with me because of that Avengers cover he has over his left shoulder.
Yeah, Neil Adams here.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, he's got the 300 behind him right there too.
Yeah.
That little new X-Men down there. I see it all.
It's Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, George knows his stuff. He's been around. I was like, I've been on George's show twice now. I was like, it's about time you come hang out with us on the madness. So it's nice.
Welcome.
So, George, for everybody that's watching, tell them about you. Just for a minute. I want so people know who you are.
Yeah, my name is George McHale. I'm a comic book writer. I work on Resilient, that's published by Absolute Comics Group. They're the guys who do the White Widow series. And I have a series called Cover of Darkness that's put out by SourcePoint Press. It's kind of like Game of Thrones meets Universal Monsters. Yeah, so I'm a comic book writer from Canada.
Nice.
We have a Kickstarter on right now. It's for the Cover of Darkness hardcover and card game. So you get all 6 issues of the comic book series collected in a beautiful hardcover. And we also have a card game available that's fun for all ages to play.
Nice.
This is the same one we were talking about last time. I couldn't remember if you had a new one that was coming up or... No, this is it. I was just confused. I'm just confused.
Yeah, well, the Cover of Darkness series continues November 23rd. We have a new book in stores called Cover of Darkness Origins, which is like a one-shot.
Maybe that was it.
But yeah, this is for the hardcover that takes out that collects the first 6 issues.
And the card game too. I was kind of hoping that Chris would be on because he's our kind of board game guru and does a lot of cool stuff with card games and tabletops, and he'd probably really appreciate this.
Yeah, we went like tarot card size, so you get a little bit more art on each card.
That's cool.
Yeah, the objective is to like build like the ultimate monster army, and there's 70 cards in the deck, and you get your cards dealt to you face down, and you get to look at them one time only, and then you have to try and make pairs, but you know, a lot of times you forget where you've put your cards, so you end up like kind of messing yourself over. And there's specialty cards like a Gravedigger card, which allows you to dig through the discard pile. There's a Goblin card that lets you steal from another player. And yeah, it's a fun game. It takes like 10 to 15 minutes to play. It's based off of like this old game Golf that you play with playing cards.
Yeah, I was going to say Golf. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we just kind of reverse engineered that and made it our own. and added in these special cards. There's even death cards and attack cards and all sorts of stuff in here.
That's cool. I mean, absolutely. If you could have death included, why not?
Because death is not busy over in Path of the Pale Rider.
Death is on vacation in Path of the Pale
Yeah.
Rider. So put him, her, it, whatever in your game. Can take care of business. That looks really cool. And then the hardcover, how many pages is it?
160 pages.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Lee Newman. Good morning.
Hey, Lee.
We have, so basically the story of Cover Darkness follows a family in medieval Romania. They get separated from each other and they encounter vampires, werewolves, the mummy, creature from the Black Lagoon, and Frankenstein. It's about their journey back to each other. Within the family, there's twin shapeshifters, boys that can turn into animals. So you have gorillas fighting werewolves, and they can turn into any animal too. I even got a polar bear taking on a Yeti in this thing. And we split the time between our family's adventure and the monster's origin stories. So in every issue, you get a standalone monster origin story that's a good read on its own, but they're all connected to each other.
That's cool.
Thank you. We've reimagined the classic monsters. So in our version, Frankenstein comes from the island of Atlantis, and the same restorative properties that brought him back to life reanimate the dead. So he's like the very first zombie. And our werewolves are Vikings. So we just kind of did like
That's cool. It's like
Thanks.
you take all sorts of genres and just mash them together. It's kind of a cool thing.
Potpourri. I dig it.
What's up, Professor Richness? How are you? Good morning.
I'm on the way back to where I'm staying. You know, the daylight savings time, I completely forgot about it. So unless I get there in the next 5 minutes, which I will not, I'm not going to be able to do anything. I mean, I'll join you when I get back, but I'm just like, I'm not going to do anything. Yeah, I know. It is what it is.
Good morning, Rich.
Good morning, Doc.
Or good afternoon, I should say.
Oh, yes. Let me put the link, please. Thank you. I was too busy looking at the stuff. I can copy and paste it in there for you guys. Whoops, not that.
Lee, I sent you the link in Twitter.
Copy.
That looks amazing. Oh, wow. There's Lee Newman. Hello, Lee Newman.
There you go, sir.
How are you?
Sisson.
There's a ton of people who are really into still like the universal monsters, like the classic monsters.
They're making a comeback.
They are. There's one guy I've only been to 2 Comic-Cons, and there's one guy that cosplays the universal monsters, and he's been at both. He's like everywhere. And it's just amazing where I'm like, I recognize him. I'm like, I know you. But that's his shtick, you know what I mean? That everywhere he shows up, he's Frankenstein or the classic Wolfman, and he does them all. So I got to go to more cons so I can collect the selfies with this guy. You know?
Yeah, no joke.
It's really cool to see. Like, oftentimes I'll get guys come up and they'll show me their tattoo sleeve, and it'll be all the classic monsters.
Yeah. There's a guy locally here, same thing.
Yeah.
Centered on, of all things, I thought it would be Frankenstein. Most people go with Frank, you know. He had Creatures from the Black Lagoon as the center part of it, and then just built out around it.
In our version, our Creature from the Black Lagoon story, he's the love child of a mermaid and a pirate.
Nice. Nice.
Because that makes 100% perfect sense.
That's how these things work, Laurie.
I know. I'm sorry. My favorite merman, whatever, is from Cabin in the Woods, when they bring out the merman at the end, and he like just eats the dude, and just like all the blood comes out. The merman.
Well, my favorite one is the one from Zoolander. You know, when he swims in the water, and it's like, what is the essence of wetness? Merman. Merman.
Oh my god.
That's my favorite merman, because that I would see that merman getting together with.
He froze. Oh no, I'm in anticipation. Like, what is he gonna say?
Who's he gonna get together with?
I know. Unfreeze.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
He is. And that makes what? Oh,
Laurie, embiggenate him. I got to screenshot that real quick.
Ready, go.
Got it. I am still going to play with that.
We mess with each other.
Oh, Rich, you shouldn't have fallen victim to me this way.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
But man, your Kickstarter's kicking butt and taking names. You guys are at 39.22, so you're over goal with 81 backers. You still got a week left to get a nice buffing zone. I really like the fact that your rewards are just so simplified. That's one of the things that's hard as someone who does Kickstarters is like, do I have too many options? Because it can get confusing.
Yeah,
and then people don't want
I've
it back.
done lots of options, but SourcePoint's helping me with this a little bit, and like they did the graphic design for the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And they suggested let's just keep it like lean and mean. So we have like
Yes.
four reward levels. There's the digital download, which is like $10 US. There's the card game, which is $22 US. And it's really a fun game. I'd really like to just say, like, it's good to play with the whole family. Like I've played it with like 6-7-year-olds, and I've played it with like my buddies as we sit around and drink. And what's fun about it is like it doesn't take that long, and you can kind of you can socialize while you're playing. So if you're having like a house party, it's kind of a nice game to break out, because it's not like, hey, we're playing Monopoly, everybody, like buckle up. It's more like
Monopoly. I was thinking more of a complicated tabletops where it's like, don't talk to me. I have to think about what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And the kids are like, can we play? We're like, no, you're gonna mess it up.
And then the hardcovers. The hardcover's like $40 US, and the everything is $55. So pretty reasonable. These are all Canadian prices, right? So
gotcha.
Yeah, I wanted to try and keep it so that if I run into you at a convention, I'm not, selling you the hardcover for like half the price you paid for it online. That sort of thing. I wanted to kind of keep it consistent.
That is the hard part. And that, or you have to like give them the entire spiel and they're already walking off. You're like, no, wait. Just keep it simple. Hi, Kate.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Girlfriend, I just checked my bank account. I am happy.
Oh.
What'd you get paid for?
My flood.
Okay, good. All right. So you got your money. Kate in Orlando is actually in Florida, for those who haven't figured that out, and recovering from Hurricane Ian. So
it's a secret that she's in Orlando.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry.
I could be anywhere. Really.
Kate in Orlando is her last name.
Yes, that's right. Like Tony Orlando.
Exactly.
How you
darling.
How you doing?
Doing good. It's good to see you, Kate.
Kate, this is George. George, this is Kate. We're always broadening our network.
Hello.
Comic creators and writers unite. Ta-da.
Have you gotten over to the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride in Orlando?
No, I have not. It's been like crazy. They're laying off people all over. Disney's laying off, Universal's laying off, and then the heat that we went through was just horrific, and some rides were still down due to some damage at Disney and the theme park.
Hey, Dan, good to see you in the chat, sir, as always.
Good
Kate
morning.
is the co-host on my show on Thursdays, George.
Look at Past Master Dan's picture. Is that zombie Michelangelo? What?
Hey,
That's
Dan.
hilarious.
That was Raphael, wasn't it?
No,
It's orange. It's Michelangelo.
Oh, wait. What? I thought Michelangelo was the red one.
No, that's
Raphael.
Come on, Doc.
Well, I mean, that was after my time.
Look who we
My-
got.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Gordon Shumway, nice to meet you. Interested in a new Buick?
Nonsense. I've not yet begun to defile myself.
Right
famous.
Hey,
Good morning, Tanner.
how is everyone?
Cheers, brother. Cheers.
The tank has arrived.
Animatronic from a movie.
My whole crew is here.
I know. It's like, is this Doc's coffee shop or the Morning Brew? I don't know.
We're having a reunion. We haven't been
lines are
together in
blurred.
weeks.
I don't know. We seem to trade off.
That's
If
cool.
Doc,
I mean,
if
like,
Doc
you guys
can't
need
make
me
it,
on
it
your
turns
show.
into the madness. You know, more.
That's true. And if it's Thursday and Doc isn't around, I'll show up with my fake cigarette.
Yeah, well, I told you, you got to get a little cigar.
I'll just spray paint it brown.
There you go. There you go.
So, Laurie, how's the knives doing, girl?
The knives, they're great. They're always around. I mean, it's fun.
I'm just looking who's below you right now.
Tanner?
Naughty bots, yeah. Try to get through the tank.
Well, that's how you take it out. You go through the top.
You peel it like any other can of tuna. Just need a bigger can opener. That's all it is.
Tanner, have you met George?
No, I don't think I have.
George? Tanner, George?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
George comes from like the other end of the indie comics scheme, so we're gonna assimilate him. We are the Borg. His resistance is futile.
Very nice.
We are the Borg.
So I love the Ninja Turtles, and when I was a kid, they were just coming out, and I got the cartoon that just came out, and I got all the toys for that Christmas, and I didn't know all the guys' names, and so I was calling the purple one Donahue for the first couple of weeks.
Wasn't that like a TV show?
Yeah,
like Oprah?
it's an old talk show.
Yeah, it was an old talk show.
Yeah.
Donatello was
Donahue.
Where's the pizza?
Oh, we're all pushing the buttons. There we go. Past Master Dan, thank you. Good morning. Thank you for talking. He says hello to everybody with this very disturbing Michelangelo. His mouth is gone. His teeth are there.
I have to scoot closer to the camera, not because I want my face to be seen more, but from like my man boobs down is an unpleasant sight.
Your name is blocking the man boobs. So
that's
too much.
That's strategic thinking. Okay, just
strategery.
George, what book do you do?
I do a series
here.
called Cover of Darkness.
Boop. Check it out, Tanner.
Are we able to show the trailer? Is that?
Oh yeah, let me do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can make it bigot. I like
Breaking news. Out of Romania, reports of werewolves battling gorillas, lions, and even elephants have surfaced. For more on this developing story, we go to special Lycan correspondent. Wait, what? Come on, Karen, I just read the teleprompter. No, I don't think you're funny. Sorry for the false alarm. This is a video for the Cover of Darkness Kickstarter campaign. The graphic novel featuring thrilling artwork by the uncanny MJ Hibblen is 100% completed and ready to print.
That looks
Set in medieval
amazing.
Romania,
I know, right?
where evil lurks under the cover of darkness, one family will be pushed to their absolute limits. They will face legendary monsters and encounter obstacles they never imagined existed. Werewolves, vampires, Frankenstein, and the mummy. When everything is on the line, simply surviving is not enough. I must say, this comic book really does look outstanding. So there you have it, Cover of Darkness, graphic novel, available now on Kickstarter. Put away your pitchforks and get yourself a copy today.
Nice.
Yeah, a little cheesy, but it was fun.
I love that.
That was good.
Loved it, man.
Who did your video? Because that was great. Did you do it yourself?
I know, right?
No, I hired some lady off of Fiverr.
That is using your brain. Ladies and gentlemen, take a note, okay? Instead of doing what I had to do, which is just bumble your way through it until you finally get it right, go to Fiverr.
I
That's
don't know.
genius.
Like,
That's genius.
I'm not going to ask you how much you paid on Fiverr, but for a very small fee, I ended up getting
Hi, Gwen.
video editing software, and I mean, it was only like $30, and I've been having the time of my life on that thing.
Yeah, you can like the flip book animation. I'll say that only cost me $20 to get the book rotating around and stuff.
That was really cool.
See, look at man. I feel stupid now for doing what I did. This is a thinking man. We're not used to those around here.
I don't scare them off. Come on now.
Yeah, please don't scare off the new people. Thank you.
Q says, "What's up, Tanner?" Past
What's up,
Master
Q?
Dan says, "Why did God put the bank in the middle, Doc?" I'm confused.
The middle of what?
I'm so confused right now.
I don't get it.
I
I'm
don't
confused too.
What? Wait.
Dan,
I push all the buttons.
you have to explain.
This one.
Is it like a riddle? Is this a belly bank? Oh, my belly. Yes, God put the bank in the middle. There's so many comments that would be wrong for me to make.
So our Kickstarter is fully funded now. So now we're trying to hit some of those stretch goal rewards.
Fantastic.
So the first one is a pinup gallery in the back of the hardcover. So we've got some variant covers done by like guys like Carrie Nord, who worked on Wonder Woman and Conan the Barbarian, Alex Garza from Teen Titans, Tim Laddie from Ninja Turtles. So we've got some cool guest artists that we want to include into the book, and then the following stretch goal reward is the concept art for the comic. And these are like some really cool designs that some of them we didn't go with. Like our series artist MJ Hiblin gave the creature like a mermaid tail to begin with.
Wow.
I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but how's he gonna get around? You know, so we didn't end up going with it, but it's neat to see it. You know.
Oh hell yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very cool. Yeah. I'm sure you'll hit some of those. Absolutely. You know what I mean? You still got a whole week left.
What an amazing looking
Kate.
product.
Kate has stuff going on that's noisy at home, so she is muted currently, but she'll be back.
Kate is certainly grateful for your greetings, Q, as we all are.
Mm-hmm.
There are two people in this community, Laurie, that crack me up just by laughing. Kate is one of them, and Q is the other one.
Yeah.
If those two get laughing, I have to just turn off my camera and mic because they crack me up so hard.
Hey, that's really awesome that you got a Carrie Nord
about
cover.
this show before you came on, George. I'm just curious.
I was not warned.
I was like, I think he just sends people here because you can, talk about your stuff. But I always like to warn people in advance, like we're a little crazy.
Hey,
well, I mean,
I love the fact that you got a Carrie Nord cover, and that's pretty awesome. Do you keep in contact with them?
Yeah. We've hung out a bit.
Awesome. Can you tell him to fulfill his Kickstarter?
Oh, he's working on it.
No, I don't mean to sound like
George,
an asshole, but like I've been waiting, and I really want to see that book. Folklore looks amazing.
Yeah, I backed it too.
Pardon me.
Sorry, I'm abrasive. I apologize.
You're not. That's a perfectly normal question.
Yeah, I asked him. I did ask him about it last time I saw him, and he was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I don't know why I'm coloring this thing. It's like it takes me so long to color." I'm like, just
hire somebody.
Yeah,
Good God.
Yeah,
there's no way. There's no way I could do all of that. I mean, I write and pencil some of my stuff. There's no way, and ink. There's no way I would add coloring to the mix.
No, and this was the thing. I got ribbed about this. I'm a fine art painter, and I'm not going to color my own damn book.
It's
Not. It's no. That's
a lot of
outside.
work.
That's outside my wheelhouse too. I don't
Speaking
want.
of, can we show the trailer? Let's show the trailer.
Ooh, yeah, this is
Ready?
good.
Doesn't matter what you say or the action that you take. This is done without your will for the problems that you made. You're the night of the just house of Aragorn legions all around you. Different things you cannot change in the darkness that's inside you.
Say, that looks spiffy.
I know. I was like, should we? No, we won't go there. I was like, compare it to George's video.
No, we won't do that. I would.
Or my terrible video. I mean,
I would suffer by comparison, but I do the best I can with what I've got.
I mean, that's what we do. It's like, use the skills that you have, and if you're a comic book artist, showcase your art. Me, I'm a writer, and I'm a weirdo, so I dress up and fake blood and have my husband punch me off of stools, and that's what we do. So
and I have access to badass musicians.
That's
so
great.
I always get
Yes, you
awesome
do.
music.
that is
Is
really
that,
awesome.
is that like some original music or something like that? It sounded really cool.
Yeah, I wrote and recorded the first part, and the second part is some friends of mine from the '80s, a band called Damage. Lead singer's passed away now, so I always liked that song, so I contacted the bass player, who's a friend of mine. Can I use it? He said, sure. So I did, and I wanted it because of the lyrics are hard to understand, but at the end it says, your denial ensures my survival. I'll bring your legions down around you, except the things you cannot change and the darkness that's inside you. And I was like, I gotta have that.
Oh man,
I gotta have that.
That's awesome.
I know. Like, who wants to write some music for Path of the Pale Rider? Please contact me. You need a little western, a little rock, and maybe some anime. You ever hear like the anime cartoon openings? Like those just they slap, and I'm just like, how do I tap into that?
Right. I know a guy who does film scores who could probably do.
Do I have to pay him $1 million? Because here's the thing, I
no,
got a Kickstarter just to make a comic.
He's very, very affordable. And drop my name.
And I'll see that, and I'll raise you this, Laurie. You're on my friends list on Facebook. Reach out to my son.
Oh, that's true.
That's true too.
He's a shred monster and has his own studio, and he's very reasonable.
Past Master Dan, you're saying good morning to everybody. That's very nice.
Pedro, always a pleasure to see your crazy self.
Good times, good times. We're all half asleep.
What did everyone dress up as for Halloween?
Yeah. I saw George's. What were you? Did you dress up, Doc?
I did. I dressed up like a fat comic book writer and artist.
I have this sweet Jason Voorhees hockey jersey that me and my wife both have, and so we wore those together. So we were Team Jason.
What's this? Anime cartoon phenomena happened in the 80s. Studios hooked up with the music industry at the time and used anime to promote the. Yes.
Yeah.
Like just like the openings to so many animes are so good. Like Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. It's just like they're just amazing songs. And it's like I need to break down like what they're doing, like have a short part where it's calm and then goes in like how long, how many beats, like, and then when do the drums come in? So it's like, where's the hook? And then figure that out and then translate it to something with cellos and banjos and I don't know what else, gunshots.
We're going to see this guy later on tonight, about 7 o'clock. About 7 o'clock, we got Pedro and Ginge, or Ginge and Pedro, that is. 7 o'clock on the network. They got X Allen tonight, so you guys want to tune in for that.
George, my family was a Pokemon family, so I was a giant Pikachu, and my 2 little girls were also Pikachus, and my husband was Ash, and he had these foam Pokeballs that he would go around and just like throw at us, and be like, "I choose you," and just like, bing, you know.
That's
so
fun.
That's kind of fun, yeah. You want to share what you were?
Oh, well, I was. My family was Princess Bride characters. So
nice.
My daughter, she's 10, was Inigo Montoya. She had a little sticker. Hello, my name is.
Yes.
My wife was the Dread Pirate Roberts, and I was Fezzik, Andre the Giant's character.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
My wife and daughter made me a paper mache boulder.
Nice.
I thought that was a nice touch. The Rock was a nice touch. Even posed like very cinematically, and then had like the movie poster. Not like.
Oh, Pedro, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that.
The look of.
I pulled it off. The look of a fat comic book.
Let's see, Doc. I mean, Pops, I can't talk. My brain's fried, guys. I do it all the time. I'm going to call everybody by the wrong name, but look at this. Those make me laugh.
I know, just the way they walk.
Yeah.
No,
usually
you guys
like little legs. They're like.
You guys don't get you don't get it. You don't get it. What I wanted to do, what I really, really, really wanted to do, was get inside that thing and go across the street to Wendy's house and go candy grab.
That's the land shark.
Land shark. Land shark.
It's all.
One of the top 5 skits ever.
For those of you who do not get the reference, that's Saturday Night Live.
Back when they were still funny.
Yeah.
Telegram.
Yeah. Candygram.
And then you see this giant shark like roar. That was funny.
Yeah, as soon as I saw
really
it,
good
that was the
costumes
first
walking
thing
around?
That was the first thing that went through my mind, and when I saw the costume, was, oh man, I want to get in that thing.
I know, but it's so weird. You have to like get in there and then blow it up. You know what I mean? Like a balloon, and then they walk around. Land shark.
Kate, put the vibrator away, for God's sake.
So years ago, I was playing around in the swimming pool with my daughter, and I was going dun-dun, 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 and I was like, gonna come and get her, and she's, she was like 2 years old at the time, 3 years old, and she started like trying to get me, and she started chasing me around in the pool, and she started going donut, donut, donut. She didn't get the reference, right? She's just like, this is what you say.
That's awesome. That's right. That's right.
Like,
when you're
you are correct, and it will forever now be donut.
I will hear that in my head forevermore, George, when I watch Jaws. Thank you for that.
See?
You can just hear that John Williams.
Donut.
Donut. Donut. From now on,
We gotta find something for the da-da-da, 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 like
hot dog
and fries.
Donuts in the water.
Milkshake.
Coffee, donut, coffee, donut, coffee, donut, coffee, donut, coffee, donut. Thank you.
God, now I want a donut.
I know, right?
What is it about Texas and donuts? None of you are here, but there's like a donut shop on every corner.
Oh, really?
What?
There's
the
only one that matters is Krispy Kreme.
We don't have a Krispy Kreme.
What? No, you have no idea. The Texas places down here put like Fruit Loops and
Hey,
Oh, that's like duck donuts.
They're called.
got one of
There's
those.
one that's called Hertz Donut. It's funny.
We've got a Dunkin' Donuts like
What are we watching here, Pops?
just outside of my neighborhood.
And
I
for
have.
those of you who may have missed it last night.
I'll just.
Oh, we're doing the ghost of the.
I'll just go jump in front of a bus. I'll be back.
See you. Bye.
You did just ask me a question.
I did. I know. But I interrupted Doc, and he just like took it personally. He's like, and I took that personally. Come back, Doc. Don't jump.
Baby,
Don't
come
do
back.
Baby, come back.
I just put a splash of warm coffee in. I don't take
I knew it. I knew he ran to get a refill. I knew it.
Yeah, that's my girl. See?
I'll be back after I jump in front of this bus.
Yeah. Hey, Charles Reeves. What's up, bud?
So there's a couple things I want to highlight here. One of them is that little number underneath Comic Talk with Pops Van Zandt.
Yeah.
Woo, 700.
We made 700 subscribers. Now 5 of you go on sub. You know.
Come to my channel. I need them.
The other thing,
Laurie,
I didn't do it.
This is an appearance of the Ghost of Marvel's Past last night on Critical Blast. Now, I don't know if any of you, I know a couple of you seen it, but some of you probably haven't. So we're going to play it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do it.
Before we take off for the night, it is Halloween, and we have somebody who's popped into the back room, so to speak. We have the Ghost of Marvel's Past. Hello, Ghost of Marvel's Past. What do you have to say?
What Jay is it? I used to work for Marvel.
You used to work for Marvel?
Yeah, back in the day, I used to work for Marvel. They was pretty cool to me way back when. Then they started trying to replace us all. I don't get it, man. I don't understand, RJ. Why are they trying to kill us?
What accent are you using here?
You're old. You're old. Ageism is a thing, you know. We don't want to be a gold watch. We want to hire younger heroes.
People
to do
still
the
love
work
me,
we have to
don't
write.
they?
It's you know, it's a scary world for you. I can understand that.
I mean, they make movies on me. They make all kinds of money off me. But nobody wants to be true to who I really am, man.
Well, you know what? Keep reminding people of who you are. But remember, bring the old stories forward. If you don't like the new ones, the old ones are always there to dig through.
RJ, they don't let me write the stories, bro, and they don't really follow what I'm really doing.
What are you really doing?
You know what I mean? They don't tell my story. Now it's Miles' story. It's Ghost Spider. It's everybody else.
Yeah. Well, you know, you still have your story, and who knows? You know, these pendulum swings.
No, they turn me into an old fat guy. I know.
Hey, what's wrong with old fat guys now? All right. Ghost
Spider-Verse thing. I know what they did to me, man.
I saw it too. Yeah. You did tend to put on the pounds in that one.
At least
well,
May still love you.
All right, Ghost of Marvel's Past. Happy Halloween to you, sir. Hopefully, you know you'll.
RJ's like, okay, bye now.
We'll start seeing. You know.
I'm thinking of going indie. RJ, what do you think?
Do you think you could go indie?
He looks like California raisin.
Well, how would you go indie?
Hey man, one of you guys got to buy me. What about that Elon guy? Can you get him to buy me, RJ?
You know, I don't know how good of a writer Elon is.
I just want him to
he's
buy
not
me.
bad for 110 characters,
Me.
but beyond that.
I just want him to buy me. Then Mike Barron could write me.
Well, there you go. All right. Ghost of Marvel's Past. Happy Halloween to you, sir. Thank you for
That would be
popping
the
in.
darkest version
We
of
will see
Spider-Man
you
we would ever have.
See you next year, RJ.
I'd read that.
See you next year.
Would you?
Now hold up,
I
because
would.
Spider-Man kicking ass.
the whole thing is RJ had no idea what I was doing, and I don't
think anybody had an idea what you were doing.
But the whole thing is I didn't really get all the way into it. I was gonna drink some light beer. I was gonna get the shakes. They really fucked me up, RJ. I didn't get to finish. I had 5 minutes worth of material longer than that.
RJ was like, "Okay,
If RJ would
bye
have just
now."
played into it. It would have been so much funnier.
He wanted you off that show ASAP. You could
The
tell.
thing is, though, is what you missed after that was his guest. His guest was like, I love every part of that.
And I heard it through the grapevine.
No, it was a light beer from Miller, man. I had it. I wasn't even gonna open it, right? But I had it sitting here. I was gonna mask up, act like I was drinking it. They fucked me all up, RJ.
What accent was your inspiration, Pops?
The night is kind of special.
I didn't see. That's the whole thing. I didn't know what I was. It was completely.
It was impromptu.
I had no idea what I was gonna do. I was like, I'm gonna fuck up the end RJ show. Watch this, and I put the mask on.
Okay, if that was the intention, it worked. Because I was like, I don't know what the hell that was.
Taskmaster Dan says Spidey was sounding a little rough. Might want to back down on the smokes.
Right? I mean, come on. He is 70 years old or whatever. Give him a break. Fucking old. But that was the whole thing. Now watch out though, because at Christmas time we're gonna have a Ghost of Marvel's present and a Ghost of Marvel's future.
Spider-Man 2099.
We're gonna have a 3-part segment at Christmas.
I want to be Death. That's the one that shows up at the end, just doesn't talk, and just shows up with the scythe. That's me. What were you going to say, George? You're going to have who? What?
Danny Gorney is going to be on my show.
Inside
Comics. In a couple weeks here. We have a.
So the guy from the video?
Yeah.
That was
cool.
RJ's guest last night. Yeah, he was like, dude, that was so cool. That was so funny. He loved it,
You didn't even mention that. So George has a show. I've kind of mentioned it twice, but tell people what show you're on. And when
So I have my own show. It's called Inside Comics, and it's a short format, like 10 to 15 minutes. And I just kind of ask my guests a couple of questions about how to make comics and how they're doing it, and then we kind of talk about their project. And
you do that on YouTube?
I try and do it like
Facebook
maybe
or what?
twice a month, and we've been going for 2 years now.
Nice.
You do it on YouTube or Facebook or
YouTube.
Give us that link, man. Drop that link in the private chat.
Okay. I have another channel as well. It's called Inside Movies, and it's me and 3 other comic book writers and artists, and we review like 80s and 90s action movies. We've been on a horror kick lately. Done a lot of monster movies for the last month.
George, if you would go over to that channel right there and say hi in the chat, I will give you a wrench and you can drop your own links when you tune in. That's part of what we do. You see that banner right there? It's like, feel free to drop links, comments, or questions in the chat, because networking is a big part of why we do this. So, make yourself seen over there in the chat. People get to know you. They start looking at your stuff. That's kind of how this all works. Networking is king, bro. So definitely do that. I'll drop you a wrench. You'll be able to share whatever you want over there.
Laurie's show is like the gateway to the madness. You come on here and then we assimilate you. We are the gateway drug.
It's the you beat me to it. I was just going to say that.
Get out of my brain.
This is my house. This is my house. This is my
That's
house.
why we
This
get
is
along.
my house.
Mind taking.
I know.
We do not condone doing drugs around here.
I didn't say that we did drugs. The one that's doing drugs on this show is you, Pops.
Marijuana is not a drug.
Clamp, man.
I'm the only one here who hasn't given a pharmacist money in 20 years.
Oh my God, Lord. This is
where's
the
that
segment of the
disclaimer?
show where he
Go
puts
back.
on his tinfoil hat.
SOS piano cake.
Mr. Jim.
He's got my back.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to throw this up here for a second just so everybody knows. Yep. We're good now.
The great
Okay.
thing about that is that there's so many people involved in the Madness Comic Network that it pretty much applies to everything and everyone.
We just throw it up whenever we feel like it. That's it, Jonathan.
Pops.
Poops. It's not poops, it's pops. Like you're from Canada, like George.
Me. Here we go.
You okay, Doc?
Pops.
George
There we
is
go.
just like, what the hell did Laurie invite me to?
George, we're a good group. This is how we roll.
I just want to know what's in your coffee there.
It's unfortunately how we roll, and on behalf of sentient human beings everywhere, I apologize.
Oh, spit out my coffee. Oh,
So
shit.
deplorable.
Honeycomb's big. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
no.
here we go.
Oh, man. Oh.
It's an inside joke, George. It's for whatever reason. Rich Perotta and myself, we both have musical Tourette's, and this insane memory to remember obscure 70s commercials, and it'll just come flying out in a stream. So just one day, one of us remembered the Honeycomb Hideout commercial and started singing it, and the Tourette's is contagious. So the
Takes
battle
over
cry.
the show.
The battle cry.
And we're all singing it.
Honeycomb's big. Yeah.
I know, right? Good help is so hard to find.
It's
That's
not
a new
small.
one.
That's new, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here it comes. I hear him
Yeah.
scrolling. I hear him scrolling. He wants to play with the stuff I made.
Oh.
Lay it on me, baby.
That is a cool picture, by the way. It's Uncle Sandwich.
That right there, that's the link to George's channel, yo. You guys go check it out.
Yes.
Inside Comics. Let me get this other part of it up here. Maybe they should all be together. I don't know.
Yeah, you can also just type in Inside Comics and it goes straight there.
George is just kind of making a list of people that if he sees them in his chat, make sure don't invite them on the stream.
That's all y'all, not me. I'm normal.
Yeah, okay, Laurie.
Now, you guys are welcome if you don't want to
that
come
shit
by.
on other people's channels.
I
but
have
we
no
know.
comment at this time on that topic. Next.
I've been on George's show twice, and I know how to behave myself. Okay, let's just put it that way. George has no idea how crazy I was until he's here. I put on a good show. Like I'm normal.
Quentin, yeah, I'm in danger. Quentin,
I'm just a little girl. I won't hurt you.
To quote young Frankenstein, I'm abnormal.
George, I went to your channel. I was going to subscribe, but you had that Laurie chick on.
I didn't have any knives on me, at least in George's show. I just, the knives.
Laurie.
Aw. It gives us all an earworm, and we have trouble. It won't go away.
It doesn't.
Then, it just randomly comes up, and it'll take over the whole show.
I will get off of the stream and I sit down to go draw and work on my book, and I'm just going, Honeycomb's big, yeah. And I catch myself and I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with me?
That's what we're asking.
Pops, just hold in your smoke and go for the ride, baby.
Is my mic working?
Calcaterra means
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Calcaterra is hard earth, like calcified
Earth.
terra. Hard
Yep.
earth.
Yeah. So speaking of which, Laurie, if you don't mind, would you play the commercial for my show on Thursdays?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Tune in on Thursdays. Join Tanner, Kate, and I.
I'm going to push all the buttons. Here we go. Ready, go.
Pay attention to me, boy. I'm not just talking to hear my head roar.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of. But you have heard of me.
What is wrong with you?
It's a good show. They have my favorite part is the memes. The memes, those are always the best part in my opinion.
Review.
Yeah.
Meme review. Yeah, that's a fun segment. My favorite is Great Moments in Comics with Tanner Hurley.
That's a good part too, where Tanner educates us on the history of comics.
Yeah, if you talk about meme review, you got to make sure you let everybody know this is a fan interactive segment where you can come to the show and bring your memes that stood out this last week. Right?
Yeah, to the price of admission to be on the stream when we do the open call in is you got to bring a meme.
Yeah,
bring a meme. We don't care
really
what it
simple.
is. We don't discriminate against memes. Bring them.
Yeah.
So Pastmaster, should it be Tanner Hyde?
Oh yes, Tanner Hyde.
It took me a second to get it, and then I was like, "Oh."
Obviously, some thought has gone into that before. But yeah, come
a
on
lot
and
more
join us.
provocative than my last name. I'll just say.
Just join us Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard to hang out, have some coffee, and some laughs and some conversation. We'd love to have you.
Okay.
Don't everybody scream out at once.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want?
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Kate. Oh, I love her. That's why she's a co-host right there.
Good Lord. George, please don't judge us, please. No.
You see that look right there? That's judgment. Judging.
I feel judged.
That's
I like your hat, by the way. That's cool that you guys have hats. I'm gonna tell Chris Hayes. I'm like, we need Charter Comics hats. I need a hat.
Yeah, I'm doing hats on my campaign with my awesome cool logo, Pariah Blooded.
Oh, I just got a cricket. I'm so excited.
I don't even know what that means.
No, a cricket's like it cuts out vinyl. You can I can design stuff. Yeah, on my design program, upload it and it can cut out vinyl. Like I can make my own merch. I can make my own T-shirts. I can make my own stuff, and I'm really excited.
Oh, you give me ideas. Ooh.
Right. Like stickers and tumblers and T-shirts and woo, yeah, that's it. I'm excited.
Thank you, Dan. Had you not clarified that, I was going to prescribe some medication for Laurie.
You can have some of mine, Laurie. It's okay.
Yeah, we share. Wait, no, disavow.
I don't think you're that kind of doc that can write scripts, but I mean, if you write it messy enough, the pharmacy will just fill it.
Yeah, disavow. Wow.
Where's that disclaimer?
Jesus Christ, Laurie.
I didn't say anything.
Play with your knives, girl. Play with your knives.
Okay.
Oh, Doc, I got some really decent ones for this week, but I got one I'd really like to show you right now.
That's not my show.
Do it. Throw it up. I'm ready for it. Let's talk about it.
I gotta grab it.
Dr.
Speaking of which, Dan is old enough, Pops is old enough, Kate may be old enough. Back in the day, there was a liquid vitamin supplement tonic called Jebberbond, and it was this foul-tasting, nasty, big brown bottle. And my grandmother, who was a teetotaler, Southern Baptist minister's wife, would say, "I have to take my tonic." Well, as I got older, I was able to read the label where it said 80 proof. So this was a way for some of the seniors who were teetotalers to get their buzz on without feeling guilty. It's a vitamin supplement.
Bring it back. More people would take their vitamins if it was with
She would say,
I know, right?
I gotta take my tonic, and it was 3 shots.
3 shots.
You mean they drugged me as a child and I did not know?
Yeah, and then suddenly Granny would feel the need to go play the piano after that.
So that's where it all became from. I mean,
Yes. And brother, she was not playing Just As I Am. She was playing Boogie Woogie.
Man, Doc, I got 4, and it's really hard to choose which one. But since this isn't the coffee shop, I'll go with the nice guy one. Look at this. I saw this morning, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of where.
Brace yourselves, everybody.
Don't you worry about getting old. Nah, it'll be great. What?
Oh, that is sweet.
Because we'll do it together. Everything we do together is great.
They're great.
Great.
It's nice.
George, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm checking on you, George. Are you still with us?
I saved a couple of other ones.
Just taking it all in. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Here's one. Doc, you'll appreciate this one. Look at this.
Grandmama's apple pie be straight busting for real, no cap.
What the hell happened to this country?
One of my kids says that all the time.
Straight busting.
No,
Boston.
I thought one of your kids was saying, "What the hell happened to this country?"
Oh yeah, well that sounds like my oldest.
Yeah. My son
raised
said,
him right.
My son and I were cutting up, and he said, listen, Dad, in all seriousness, just want to apologize for everything my generation has done.
Yeah, my son says that to me sometimes.
Yeah, you're forgiven, son.
He's like,
you're not part of it.
He's like, Dad, me and my friends just ain't that. I'm like, I know, son. I hang out with you and your friends. They, it's like, don't be bringing them weirdos around.
When he was young, now my son is 30. This is my youngest son. He's 30. And when he was a young lad, he decided sagging was cool. And I told him, use your belt or I'm going to use mine. Right? So one day I stopped at Sonic to grab myself something. I don't remember what. And there he was. And he's standing outside a car with some of his friends, sagging. And I walked up behind him and I grabbed his pants on both sides and I lifted him off the ground, giving him that paralyzing wedgie. And he just went, and I dropped him and he turned around to see who had done it. And he went, oh, hey, Dad. And I said, you. And I pointed at his friends, and you use your belt or I'll use mine. And they all went, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look, why didn't you just tell them where that comes from?
Well, they don't care. They don't care. I have told them. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares?
No, they don't care.
Dotson.
A lot of people don't know.
Dotson here.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
A lot of people
Hey,
don't know.
Hey, George, I got a question.
Yes.
I come to the show with my personality, what it is, but I come in from as a consumer. So I wanted to ask you, were you trained or is this self-taught, your journey through your comics world?
I'm self-taught. I always wanted to be in comics ever since I was a little boy. I had a copy of How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way by John Buscema and Stan Lee.
There you go.
And
You'll
I
have that.
just
Hell yeah.
murdered that book at the kitchen table. And yeah, so growing up like 80s, 90s, like Batman, X-Men, the animated series are huge for me. And I wanted to be a creative person, but I was really nervous about putting myself out there for a long time. And then I was in a big car accident about 5 years ago, and
Oh, wow.
kind of gave me a big shake. Yeah, I broke my back, and I was like,
Ooh.
you know, life is short. Like, am I just going to be scared my whole life of like fear of failure, that sort of thing? Or am I just going to actually try and do this thing? And so I started about 5 years ago making comics, and I spent like 6 months on my first like script, just, you know, doing draft after draft after draft until I kind of got confident and felt like I was knew what I was doing. And yeah, so that was kind of the beginning of my journey.
Nice. That's a huge parallel, George. I got to tell you, back in the 90s, I did comics as a penciler for some of the smaller companies, but I did that because I was in an accident and I was bedridden, and I thought, I got to do something and I got to make a living somehow. Oh wait, I can draw. So I started submitting to every little small press place out there. I mean, I submitted to the big ones too with no hope. And then sure enough, I got hired. And so my first comic experience was for the same reason. You know, I got laid up and I had to do something. Oh, Chris,
identify with that.
Chris,
What you show up with, Chris? This?
That's how you want to come in here.
Really?
Jeez.
You don't show up, but then you put this in the chat. Sure.
It's just Chris.
But I just, like I said, I come from it from, you know, a consumer. So it's like really, you know, you started young, and I mean, no training in the art you guys put out is like mind blowing. I'm just able to play, you know, happy to play that. I can play Hangman with Braun, you know, and a smiley face, maybe. I am not that way. I'm creative in different areas, but I'm very, it's awesome what you guys do, and it's freehand, and I mean, awesome. So thank you very much, sir.
The consumer is the most important part of the chain. Just saying.
We have to keep you happy. So
true.
And Kate comes
Yes,
in.
here I am, darling.
Well,
Here I am, baby.
From a straight up consumer instead of someone like, because I get feedback from writers, I get feedback from artists, but if I can find someone that's outside of the entire thing and it's just the end, you know, just wants the end product, and to get feedback from that person, that's priceless, right?
That would be me. You're my posse.
Well, I have some things to send your way, Kate.
I you know, every time Kate says something, it just triggers my, you know, signed, sealed, delivered. Here I am, baby. All those good songs come rolling through my head from back in the day. Just
Stop
saying.
with the earworms.
I know, right? Hey, Dan says he takes responsibility for the late 70s. He had a rough coming of age. Listen, the 70s were cool, and then disco happened, and there was a lot of hate. But I'll just say, in light of today's so-called music, give me disco. I'll take 70s disco over modern music. And you can play that shit on 96 Rock, and I'll listen to it.
You know, I think I'm starting to be that person where I'm just like, do you feel old when you're just like, I don't understand what's going on in music right now? Because it doesn't seem like it's music to me. So I'm like, I've crossed the bridge. I've crossed the bridge. I'm the old person now. Like, that what happens?
Oh, Semper Fi, Vince. Good to see you.
What kind of music do you listen to?
I actually got to go.
Sorry.
Bye. I got to get ready for a VA appointment. So.
All right, Tanner.
You got to get ready for the homecoming dance. Bye,
Army.
All right, Tanner.
All
be
right,
good,
have
brother.
a good time.
It was nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye,
See you, buddy.
everybody.
Bye, Tanner.
Yeah. So.
How you doing, brother?
No, Laurie, I was going to answer your question. How you know when you get old is when you hear your music on an oldies channel.
Oh, yeah, that happens. Where it's like, this is classic. And you're like, motherfucker.
Let me tell you a true story, by the way, though. This was when I was 30. All right. I was lean. I was ripped. I had hair. I was a beautiful man. And it was Christmas, and I was taking the girl I was dating at the time. We were going to go see the Nutcracker. Every time he does this, every time he does that. Listen, anyway. So we're going to meet up and take one car because she lives on one end of the county. I live on another. So we meet, and I get there first, by the way. So I go into Walmart, and they have the little diner, you know. And I go in, and I get a cup of coffee. obviously, because it's me. And I'm standing at the cash register. Now I'm decked. I got on a tuxedo, the white scarf, the long black coat with it. And the lady behind the counter is just standing there. And I'm like, how much is the coffee? She goes, it's free. And I said, free? You just give away coffee? She goes, I mean, for seniors. I said, lady, I'm 30 years old. How much for the fucking coffee?
Bernie with a full head of hair. She
Full
told
head of
you you
hair,
were a senior.
lean, ripped, good looking young
What
guy.
the was she? What? She a teenager working there? Like what?
She was ancient.
So
She was
okay. She just
I
had
was pretty
cataracts.
sure when Noah passed away, his wife found employment there. I'm just saying that's who she was.
God, she probably couldn't see your ass, man.
Yeah, I was like, she probably thought everybody was as old as she was through her ancient cataracts.
It's free for seniors. Now I don't have a problem with that.
You're like, I'll take my discount, thank you. You're like, it's how much? I'm a senior, damn it.
I'm going to tell these
Every
stories
time
in
we go
video
to a
format.
new golf course, I have to convince them that I am over 55.
Oh, Pops.
Every time.
That's because you still have hair.
When I
And
tell
it's
my
not all
stories,
great.
I'm going to illustrate them in video format because there's lots of them. I'm just saying. Like, you would have to visualize wife number, what was she, 1, 2, 3? Yeah. Number 3 was this petite. She was this petite.
She's going to have just like a
tiny little thing.
A PowerPoint of ex-wives.
Yeah. No, it'd be a funny video. But anyway, she was petite. She was teeny little thing. And she wore a pixie hairdo, right? So we stopped one day on our way. We were going on vacation. And she said, I want to run to the store and get a drink. And I was like, that's fine. I said, grab me a pack of cigarettes. She said, okay. So she goes in and she comes out laughing. I mean, she's staggering. She's laughing so hard. And she just falls into the car. And I'm like, what? And she said, all I got out of her was they won't sell me cigarettes. So I went inside to get my own. And he said, yes, sir. I'm sorry. We just couldn't sell them to your son without ID.
Your son?
And I lost it laughing because she was beautiful, but she had short hair, and she's teeny petite. And I'm like, that's not my son. That's my wife. And she's 30.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah, no. That's funny.
Good stories. Good times.
Lemon pie.
Hello, lemon
Come on,
pie.
George. Tell us the story, George.
George.
Getting
Your
ID.
turn.
I'm just happy, I don't really get ID anymore, so that's kind of nice.
Oh, they ID me now when I propose marriage immediately.
Normally I'm rocking a beard and, in a Mediterranean, got dark features, and my wife has stopped going in line with me at airport security.
Oh,
no. Every time.
My ID says George.
Well, they say it's a random check. I don't know how random it is because it always.
How often did you get searched?
Oh, every time. Every time I get checked.
That is hysterical.
That
is hysterical. Not that it happens to you, but that your wife has learned. But just don't get in line with him.
I'm asking him a question like Greek, Italian, what?
Greek.
What?
Yeah.
Greek. Okay. I thought Greek. I'm Maltese, so I feel you. Where it's like, it could be from any one of these places. We're not sure. So
wait, did you say you're Maltese?
Maltese.
Okay. All right. I was just making sure.
My great grandfather is Greek.
But Greece and Malta are close by. So you mean there's a lot of common.
Malta's just off of Croatia there, right?
It's off of there's the boot of Italy, there's Sicily, and Malta is its own island. Then so there's Malta, which is actually the big island, and then there's Gozo, and that's where my family is from Gozo.
That does not surprise me.
Right?
She's a village people. She's a village people.
She's from Gozo.
Everybody has taken over Malta. It's like one of those islands where it's the Greeks have taken over, Italians have taken over, everybody has taken over at some point. So it's if you're Maltese, you're just a hodgepodge of things,
Mm. Have you been over there?
I have not. My mom went. Yes, there's an Arabic is there as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Just saying. Pelosi knows.
Jesus.
Doc, I gotta have
my
the
mom
burn.
actually got
I
to go to
gotta have
Malta
the
before
burn
the
clip,
picture. They call it the picture window. That rock that was in Game of Thrones, like the Game of Thrones production when they were filming. It was season 1. The scene with the Daenerys getting married to the Khal Drogo. That was in Malta when they filmed that, and the picture, like the rock formation, was destroyed from production. Like they went and destroyed this monument at Malta, and so they were told they would never come back. It was a bad day.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
I know.
Trivia.
There is a true story. You can find it on Drakkenfell as a naval historian. He had the last commanding officer of the USS New Jersey when it was on active command, and he said basically that he got a call from chain of command, test your gunnery. You know, you're going into harm's way here, so let's make sure you can actually shoot those big guns. So he said we had to issue a public apology to one of the Greek Isles for reducing their landmass.
That happened at Malta too. It was like it's a target. Like they got bombed all the time because it's just a little island, so they would use it for target practice. Same thing in Hawaii. There's a little island called Molokini off of Maui, and it's like the most highly bombed island in the
it's part of the bombing range for Fort Island. Yeah, exactly. Laurie, I gotta bounce. I gotta get some stuff going here. I'm gonna meet up with Kate and we're gonna go shopping.
Okay, cool. Have fun.
Yeah. So thanks for having
Kate, go
me.
shopping. Go buy stuff for your house.
Nice to meet you, Doc.
Right. George,
Bye,
nice to
guys.
meet you. And y'all take
Kate's
care.
not leaving. Josh is kidding. What were you gonna say, George?
Oh, I was in Italy in like 2010, I think, and there was like I was with a tour group, and they took us to like some square there, and we had some free time. We're just hanging out, and George W. Bush was there, and there was a protest there because there was a war happening at the time, and the Italians didn't want the American to use their base or something like that. I don't know the specifics of why there was a protest there, but that protest got pretty bad. The riot police came in and they started like to try and control the crowd, and they started shooting like tear gas into the square, and like me and my wife were there, and we like had to like run because it was like getting all smoky. Like we were just hanging out and didn't even know what was going on. We had to dive into like this restaurant that had like these big metal garage doors, and they closed the garage doors and they let us hang out there for like an hour till everything like cooled down. That was on her birthday, my wife's birthday.
Oh man!
Oh, that's one she'll never forget. Oh
yeah, it's called PTSD. She'll never forget. Like, we just wanted to come for some coffee. Well, I got freaking tear gassed. Dang it!
Yeah, we've so I've worked a lot of my kind of Greek culture into my comic book. We have
really.
Yeah, like the story mostly takes place in Romania, but there's in medieval Romania, but there's also like they do a trip down to Greece to go see the oracles of Meteora, like up in the mountains, like up in 300.
Yeah.
And, and we have like a Minotaur, and Hercules is coming, so we've kind of worked in these characters as well.
That's cool. That's a great idea. I was going to say, I don't think I've worked any Maltese things into my Western apocalypse. You're like, I don't know. Maybe they eat some pastizzi. That's it. That's all I got. No, past Master Dan. That's a different kind of culture we're talking about, sir. It's not Greek yogurt. It's a person.
Yoble.
And yes, Maltese are a dog. That's where they come from. German Shepherd. Thank you very much. What was I going to ask you? Have you traveled Europe much? I think you went to Italy. Did you go to other places as well?
Quite a bit, yeah. Yeah, quite a lot. I've been to Croatia. Is really pretty, and people don't talk a lot about it. Like that's where they film Game of Thrones, right? So I've been to Dubrovnik, which is like King's Landing. And it's just it's like stepping back in time, like just the way it's like been preserved there. That's a really cool spot.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't get a lot of those big castles here in America. So
I did
if you
like
see stuff
in my 20s. I did like this tour group. It was called Contiki, which is like an Australian tour company, and you do like overland by like kind of like a bus, and you'd stay in campgrounds just outside of like big cities, and every campground outside of the city had like its own nightclub, and like all the kids on this tour were like between 19 and like 25, and we just partied it up like every night for a couple of weeks straight, and then get up and go and see the city, and then go party all night, and it was a blast.
Yes, Quentin, you are correct. In fact, the Maltese cross is very similar to the Templar cross. There's a lot of history there. Yes, a lot of secrets too. It's like Dan Brown book, Malta. Find all the secrets there. That's cool. That's one thing I don't know. I'm kind of not brave enough to go overseas and travel, so I'm almost like afraid of that. But it's like I'd love to see all like the basilicas, the old cathedrals, all the old art, because I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts, and like of course they always make you sit through art history no matter what your concentration is. But to see all that stuff in person would be really cool. But it's just like, I don't want to go somewhere where they don't speak English, because I'm probably going to make a fool of myself or get into trouble or something.
I had a blast in France
now, though, with like Google Translate and stuff.
That's a good point. I don't know. My kids, I don't want to take my kids. They can stay home. When we're older, maybe we'll go. But I'm going to like Notre Dame, and all the cathedrals and stuff would be really cool. The flying buttresses. Like, I want to see all that.
I got to see Leonardo da Vinci's house next to a castle.
Really?
Yep. And from his bedroom, they did a tunnel from his bedroom to the castle.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to see all his hand drawing inventions and stuff, and see it all around France, and went to the opera, which is fantastic. All the costumes, girl. Ooh, let me tell you, I would have had a lovely time with you.
We're talking about something different there, Vincent. Not quite the 13 spices. I think there's paprika in there somewhere. I don't know. I'm just saying. Where was your favorite place? Oh, God, don't try that. I mean, try it, but you'll have some regrets. This one will burn your mouth for like 15 minutes is what I was told.
Woo! This is the Madness Too Hot Honey Mustard Sauce.
Ooh, honey mustard.
Yeah,
baby. What kind of chips? What kind of chips?
Carolina Reapers.
He put a whole batch of Carolina Reapers in this, like the whole thing, the whole shebang, everything he bought. And he made like one batch of sauce with all of the Carolina Reapers
in 7 bottles of sauce.
It's going to hurt coming out. It's going to hurt the entire time. Going in all the way through. I mean, it'll burn your insides. So I guess it would cleanse by fire or whatever. But you're going to have what do they call that? Fire butt. You're going to have it.
Nah, ain't worried about it. Ain't worried about it. No, I tried yours. You tried yours.
I tried mine. It's good. It's delicious. And I can handle it. So I'm glad that he made it weak. I mean, it has a little bit of a kick, but it's not lasting.
It ain't hot.
And I'm good with that because I can't eat spicy food.
That's but it's like
I don't got no gallbladder.
I thought it was going to be Path of the Pale Death sauce.
I was afraid that he was going to kill people with that sauce. I really was, because I was like, maybe it broke death. I mean, it's hot sauce.
So I covered it for you.
Yeah. Well, you're the one that was like, it ain't hot. I need hotter, Chris. And Chris was like, challenge accepted. And
I said, no, what I told him was more ghost peppers. That's what I told Chris. And then he decided.
But he went higher on the scale, didn't he? Aren't Carolina Reapers higher on the scale?
Gotta love it. See?
I can't do it. He's sending me one, and I'm just like, I'm just going to be on the shelf, and I will take pictures of it, and that's it.
Yeah, but see, the chips are nasty. It's
Well, what are you gonna use?
They're hot. They're nasty. Give us something that's good. That's why I said. That's what I mean. It's like this sauce has
Like
flavor.
the guy that does the interviews with the barbecue or the hot wings, like that one.
Yeah, we did. We got Insanity in the fridge. So hot sauce is like normal around here.
George, hot sauce, yay or nay?
No, not for me. I'm a wimp.
I wouldn't say I'm a wimp, but like having lived through what I lived through, where I don't have a gallbladder and now I have like GERD because of what happened in the past. Like if I eat that stuff, I die. Like I literally would have to sleep standing up. I wouldn't be able to sleep. Did you ever eat spicy food, or it's just not a thing for you?
I'm into it a bit now, but like as a kid, like salt and pepper was like a bit much. You know what I mean? So, but no, I like butter chicken. I'll eat that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Greek food is not inherently spicy, is it?
No, a lot of oregano.
A lot of oregano. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
like
some
grape
lemon,
leaves and yogurt.
Olive oil.
Yeah, olive oil.
Oh, of course. I was just thinking, you guys. Oh my gosh, the rest of the year is like it's downhill from from here on out. It's like Thanksgiving and then Christmas, and then one of my daughters has a birthday in between there, so it's just like boom, 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 and we're gonna be in 2023. It's really quick.
It's just like Tanner said. He did the one chip challenge, and it's like if they tasted decent, he goes, but man, they put that blue coating on the chip, and he's like, man, it was just nasty. It wasn't even that
coating. I'm not aware of the one chip challenge. What the heck is it?
It's the one super hot chip, whatever. It comes in a package. You open it up and eat it. But I mean, even Tanner was like, man, it wasn't the heat that made me spit it out. It just sucked. You know, it was gross. You know, it was like.
That sounds like a likely story.
Yeah,
I didn't like the taste of
I've
it.
had a whole bunch of hot stuff that sucked versus hot stuff that has a good flavor. You know, I like hot stuff with a good flavor.
Can you cross pollinate a ghost pepper and a Carolina Reaper? Like, can you do that kind of stuff? And like, is that how they're coming up? Because like, I don't remember there ever being ghost peppers or Carolina Reapers when I was a kid. I don't know if it was a thing and maybe I just didn't hear about it, or are they like crossbreeding peppers and making new hotter? How does that work?
If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning, John Mayer.
Nobody knows.
If you ain't working on your book, you ain't fulfilling Pops Van Zandt.
Oh, fulfill your book. All of my surveys just went out. Make sure you answer that last question. The last question is: Bears or Battlestar Galactica?
Jay, I got a different email address, bro. If you've been trying to email me, they locked me out of Microsoft. So, let me drop something on you real quick right here on the screen, so that you get the new email address. I don't even know if it's on this. Hold on. Did I fix this one?
How do I show something from my computer? Do I hit present? Am I able to?
I don't know if you have
present,
rights.
Present is the share.
Well, does he have the rights to do it? If you do present and share screen,
I can
it's
flash.
Pull it up, but he can share it.
Oh, you can. Okay, and then we have to put it in.
Just flash, George. Just flash.
I just wanted to show my my meme here. I had.
Oh, is it a?
Wait, let me see.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
Uh-oh, what the heck is this?
What?
Can you see that? No.
No. Did you share it?
Oh, here. It's not letting me do it.
Okay, while we're waiting, Jay, get that one real quick. Email B Pops Van Zandt.
You want to send it to my Facebook Messenger, George? I can get it from there.
Sure.
The Pops Van Zandt at Gmail. Jay.
Well, Pops is rebranding everything.
Yeah, they locked me out of my account, man. So I'm having to redo all my cards and every freaking thing is pain in the ass.
Oh, boo.
But it's good to see you, Jay. But that's, you're going to have to get me now. Yeah. They took so long trying to figure out what they were going to draw that I pretty much left and I wasn't there to vote. Reenie won. Everybody knows Reenie won. They just like Malin militia showed up. Look, he's the third best artist on that stream. I'm just saying.
What the fuck? Sorry, it's really funny. Oh.
You gonna show us? Come on.
Yeah, give me a minute.
It's just you were showing memes earlier, and I just remember seeing that one, and I was like, I like this one.
Where'd it go?
I see nothing.
And she
I'm not there yet.
Press the gas.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay, I need to do this one. I was like, which one do I share? Window, this one. Go. And go.
It's like the T-Rex with the orange. What's up?
It's a children's book. It's a children's golden book.
That's a book.
Hugh, that's for you, baby. Hugh.
Oh my God. I think it's very poignant too because we've been watching House of the Dragon and like what Damon's dragon with the super long neck. We're all like, that looks like a dick, but no. Thank you for putting this up here because now we can all agree.
Hey, George.
I'm not seeing nothing.
You don't
I'm
see
not
it?
seeing nothing, Jay, in my email, bro. I'm not.
Oh, he's talking to Jay. I was like, what do you mean you see nothing? It says, what up, dick neck? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. It's 59 cents too. You can get it for 59 cents.
Well, thank you for having me on. It's been nice to talk Cover of Darkness and try and get the word out of my book. And
yeah, absolutely.
and
here, let me throw that up one more time.
Maniacs.
Chat with us, maniacs. I know it's a fun show where it's just anything goes. But it's like we want to make sure we meet new people and people can kind of meet you and hear about some other cool stuff, that maybe they haven't been exposed to. So again, people, Cover of Darkness. He has a hardcover book. It's how many pages?
160.
160 pages of beautiful art. Game of Thrones meets Universal Monsters. Beautiful, beautiful book. I mean, this could be a shining point in anybody's collection.
Some reviews right there. Just up a scooch. Yeah. Moving in Dark in All the Right Ways from CBR. A delight of monster goodness from start to finish. Comical opinions. Reels you in and gives you a good scare. That's what Comic Watch said.
That's great.
Right on.
And then, of course, there's a card game.
This is just the beginning. We have this planned as kind of like a trilogy of stories, and so the first 6 issues is like the first movie in the trilogy sort of idea.
Yeah.
So the Cover of Darkness will continue, but this is the first 6. It's a great time to kind of get in on it.
Absolutely. And then the card game has beautiful art. The cards are tarot card size to give us more space to see some of the fantastic artwork. Look at that. I mean, like that in and of itself. Look at that werewolf. That's beautiful.
I can see myself playing a drinking game with those cards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a couple of death cards in it, so you could do it like every time you get a death card, you gotta take a shot.
Yep. Oof. We're gonna rework your entire game, George. Just leave it to us. We'll play it on the stream someday, Tuesday morning drunk. And then people remember these are Canadian prices. So if you are here in the US, it's a little bit less, but there's a digital download. There's the card game and PDF download. So if you want to read the story, don't want to, have it shipped to you physically, but still want to play the card game, that's an option. Hardcover graphic novel and PDF download. So there's that. And then, of course, the hardcover graphic novel and the card game, which is, of course, all the good stuff together. is available. So there's lots of good stuff. The project is at 100%. It's above 100%. So you are guaranteed rewards at this point. It would be really great to help George get a little more of a buffer here. And you get really good stuff to go along with it too. We already watched this video, but it's amazing. So please go check out the Kickstarter, rewatch this video. It's really well done. All of us here in the Brew were amazed by how well done this video is. So 7 days to go out there and to support another indie comic creator, show some love. And then, of course, make sure George knows that you support his work. And remember, Laurie has knives. So and I have knives. So if you don't follow his show and subscribe, this show, The Madness or George's show, I will show up on your doorstep with my knives and collect your kneecaps. No, I won't. No, I won't.
Thank you very much for having me, Laurie. I think I'm going to take
Absolutely.
off. I got to get to work. But yeah, it was great to see you again.
Good to see you too, as always. I know it's I love being on your show, and you're always welcome here on the Brew if you have something you want to talk about, or if you just want to have your spirits lifted by the shenanigans, you're always welcome here, sir.
It was very nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you too, Kate.
Got to get to know a little behind the creator, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you.
And if anybody wants to give me a follow, my Instagram is @comicbookgeorge.
That's such a good handle. That's awesome.
See
Thank
ya.
you, sir. We'll see you soon, okay?
Bye.
Bye. Then there was 3.
That's all right. We're running down to the
Donut.
Yeah. It's good.
Donut.
You have more knives?
Donut.
I didn't bring all my knives, Vincent. I just have 3 right here because those are the ones I play with on the show. But I got a bunch of machetes, and I have a Indonesian Chris. I have all sorts of hand knives. If there was one, which one was it? It was 2 CromCons ago. Allie and I were we're going to bring all of our knives and show them on CromCon. And it took literally half an hour for us to be look at this and then look at that. So I got lots of knives. I'm just not bringing them all upstairs because this is where my kids sleep upstairs and they touch everything and can't have nice things. So yeah, I feel you. I have lots of knives. I play with them on the show. I don't know what happened to this is the thing. I had my butterfly knife up here and now it's not. So I don't know what my kids did with it. I don't know what's going on. You have 150 knives. That's cool. I'm coming over. We're going to cut stuff like paper and let's do some live cuts, man. We could do water bottles and pumpkins and watermelons and of course, the goal is to get a pig and cut the pig with the machete because that would be fun. And then we could put it in the smoker and then smoke it and eat it. So nothing would go to waste. But yeah, that's I did a live cut and my martial art buddies, because I'm in a Corsa community, and they're all that's cool, but we're going to send you a pig. We're going to pitch in.
Did you see Chris's show last night?
No, I was out trick-or-treating with the littles.
Oh, they had a father-daughter on their show, and they were out hunting. And they saw a bear.
Bear?
A bear.
Oh.
And Dad didn't go, baby girl, run. Dad went and took that bear with the crossbow. It's so badass, dude. What a bonding moment for him and his daughter. She's so jacked. My dad is the baddest motherfucker, right? It's
I mean, yeah, bears, they fight back.
Well, now
you don't hit it in the right place, it's coming for you.
Well, I mean, he didn't even think. I asked him, I said, what was your first thought? Did you want to go forward or backward? And he goes out straight at it.
Yeah. Well, if you go back, then it's coming for you. That's the thing. It's just like dogs. You don't run away from the dog.
Seen him, and he stalked it and took it out. It was cool, and his daughter got to watch it right there, happen in front of her. Is oh, dude, that's so cool.
So, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna process? Are they eating the bear meat? Because I'm just curious.
I'm sure you can go watch the show and get all that. I was just wow. I went out there and I was bear, you killed a fucking bear, dude. You're badass.
Was it a black bear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they holding up the paw and the paw was like
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
big in dude's hand, you know. As a
You know me and bears. Look, I have healthy respect for bears. They are an apex predator.
40 yards.
You know what I mean?
He was 40 yards away when he took the shot, I think is what he said.
Where did he hit him? Neck?
In the butt.
It's like heart.
In the heart?
Heart, cage. I don't know, rib cage, heart.
That's dicey.
Dude.
Could bounce off a rib. Poor bear, yes, but that poor bear could eat you in a heartbeat. So
one scratch.
Yeah, well,
I mean bear meat is supposed to be really sweet because they eat berries and honey.
With his daughter, he can wait till the bear's coming at him, or he can go get it while he can get a nice clean shot at it. And that's what he did, you know.
Yeah, you can't wait until you're being attacked. That's
right. You know,
that's a lot less likely to succeed. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Facebook user, I'm not sure who you are, but bear meat can be really sweet if they're on berries and honey and other stuff. Like, it can be really fatty and delicious. I haven't had it myself, but that's what I have heard. And it's like when you know people that are actual hunters and they're taking down an animal like this, they're doing it with respect. They're going to be processing that animal and they're going to be using every single part of it. They're not just taking it down and leaving it to rot in the woods.
No, not like that, dude. Not like that. Like I said, if I'm out
it
there,
still says
with
Facebook
one of the
user,
grandkids, and I run in and we run into a bear, I'm not going to wait to see if it sees me or not. You know, it's like, there's no way you're going to get your grandkids out of there quietly. You know, you got a choice to make. You know.
Yep. Did you see? There's a video recently of a guy that was climbing the side of a freaking mountain. Oh, hey Keith. And this black bear just fucking charged him from above. It came down and charged him, and then went and it came back up while this guy's trying to climb the freaking mountain. And it was just like, they're not nice per se. Like, it's a fucking bear. It's gonna be a bad day if it gets a piece of you. It's Keith Miller. Hi, Keith Miller.
It's Miller time.
10 feet of a black bear, granted, who is eating all of our food, but you know, he basically just gave us the feeling, if you leave me alone, I'll leave me alone. Yeah. He has what he wants. As long as you don't come between him and his food source, he'll be fine. But still.
Same time,
you get the F alone, man.
You're out there hunting with your kids. You don't wait to see if it's going to see you, what it's going to do. You know,
well, if you're in a safe place, like if you're inside of a car, obviously let it eat the food and just go. You know what I mean? But if you're out there in the wild, yeah, you got to be careful, dude.
You know,
knowing my kid, bear killing the kayak video. No, I'm gonna have to find that one. I've seen lots of bear videos, just because, you know, research. I heard a bear randomly video call me last night. Who are you? Why did you give my number? Why you told me your life problems? What kind of bear are we talking about here?
We know.
No, I was thinking something else.
Called his ass.
Oh no. Okay, snake was tasty. Buffalo is heaven. Bear is okay. I've heard lots of good thing about buffalo and bison. It's very similar to beef, and it's high in like omega fatty acids, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Very good, yes.
Yes, we have definitely changed bear context to all the way down. You know, there's a line, and whoosh, we just go right over that line. It's gone. The line is behind us. I don't think I've ever had snake. You know, it's like things kind of taste like what they eat. So I don't know if I necessarily want to have snake. They don't eat things that I would eat.
Tastes like chicken.
No, I don't think so. They eat like rodents and bugs. I really don't want to know what that tastes like, you know? Gross. Buffalo is good. We went to South Dakota once and had buffalo burgers in front of Mount Rushmore, and that was really cool. Yep. You can actually, I think you can get bison at the grocery store now. Like, it's just like, you know what I mean? They raise them
kind of like elk too. Elk wasn't bad.
I don't think they don't sell that wild game, do they? In the grocery stores?
No.
There's got to be some specialty stores where you can get wild game like that.
Well, I mean, I just have had friends that do different stuff, and sometimes they bring home cool stuff.
Yeah, that's the best when they
Let
make
me
like,
have
here,
some
I
of
made you some jerky, and I'm like, you're my new best friend. Like, I would eat jerky all day long if it's homemade. It's delicious.
Yeah, just let me have some
beefalo
stuff.
dealer?
I don't care.
Ah, a beefalo dealer, really? Beefalo dealer? Are they selling you beef? Are they selling you? What are they selling you, past master
Both
Dan?
beef and buffalo.
Yeah, or it's a cross between the
mixed,
two.
I hope. No, not mixed. I hope.
No, I don't think it's. Explain a beefalo. Explain what you're.
I do not want.
I'm not clicking no links, Keith. I'm afraid. Nope. I'm afraid.
I don't see no.
Oh, it's the kayak one. Okay. Let's see. Wait. Dang it.
I just grabbed another meme. Oh, this is great. I think I'm going to show this one.
Beef and buffalo cut into each other 60-40. Okay.
Well, my dogs need to go out. Speaking of animals, so I need to bounce.
Okay. You're like, this is gross, and I'm leaving.
No. I like deer meat. I do like deer meat. Deer's good. So, but yeah, they need to go.
I can't grab that.
Take care, y'all. Peace.
All right, Kate. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it every time you're here. I love it.
Right on, girl. I'll be in touch.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay, I got to show this one. You're going to love
All right, do it.
You're going to definitely love this one.
Maybe, probably.
No, you'll like this.
You said D&D was going to be fun and cheap. Oh, hell, Ricky, I was high when I said that. This is true. You're like, I need more things to roll dice.
And if you don't have your dice, you can get them from Frog.
Oh, those are really cool dice. Show the people's the glow-in-the-dark frog dice. Those are neat.
Comes in a cute little case. Comes in a nice, and the case is also glow in the dark. He set me up. The case glows in the dark. Nice little bag with everything in it. Let's see. We got Crom dice. Oh, come back here.
Oh, no!
We got Crom dice.
That's actually one of my favorite thing to watch on TikTok is people making dice with the molds. And they do all sorts of crazy stuff with them, like glow in the dark, or they put like Phantom of the Opera dice and they have like little masks and stuff inside of them. They can do just amazing stuff making dice, and it's really cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Frog G.
Do
Frog
it,
G
roll
dice. Not just any dice. Frog G dice.
They're cool.
You got to have some. You know what, though? I think I'm going to go get one of them pretty felt bags. Do I have one?
Yeah.
Oh, I got one right here. Look at that. It's
Oh.
color. Look at that.
Ooh, it's green. It's perfect.
Yes. Look at that. How things just work out when you want them to. Here we go.
Right?
The
Man,
green.
it's like I'm doing fulfillment right now. I have all these things planned. I'm really looking forward to. I'm just waiting for frickin', Kickstarter to forward the funds so we can start ordering things. So at least Marco's working. But it's like I'm making the Bones of Despair. I'm looking forward to that one and all the keychains. I'm working on those myself. So I'm really glad I got my my Cricut so I can start cutting leather. It'll be fun.
Yep. Closed. There you go. All right. There it is.
I got to order some new glow-in-the-dark ink too. I think my last one is toast.
Speaking of other things that glow in the dark, little crom, blow crom.
Yeah, I know he glows in the dark. That's freaking sweet. Yeah. I didn't know they make glow-in-the-dark yarn.
Yeah, Cindy showed me that. I was like, oh, get out of here. I was like,
I
no.
know. I'm like, do I have to special order that? Like, where'd you find that? Start making glow-in-the-dark hats.
You can ask her, though. Cindy's cool. She's in the magic.
Like the series, How's It Made? Yeah, exactly. That's a fun show. Like, you could see all sorts of stuff being made where it's like you can get inside the factory and see, like, how do they make M&Ms? How do they make all this stuff? But yeah, like just on TikTok, you can see like a 30-second video where they make dice, and it's so cool. It's a thing that they do. Oops, I still have this What Up Dick Neck from Sorry, let me get rid of that. Ever go to Harvest Moon at 4 How do you say that?
Waltenon.
Okay, in West Lafayette, enjoy a beefalo burger. Sounds delicious. I would try it.
All right. So where did you leave off on the ad videos?
I stopped at the brew. I did all the top half, and then we got down to the brew. Something happened in the middle of the Jack Kirby ad, though. It glitched out, so I just kept going. So
okay, well, then I guess I'll start with that one on the way out.
Ooh.
And you play Frog G, and Abo Grizzly and all those? Because I remember I got like glitched out at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're like, run the show. And I'm like, okay. And then you left, and I was like, dang, he for real.
I didn't leave. This shit went. I came back. The windows were all fucked up. I was like,
oh, God. We had a power surge not too long ago, like maybe last month, and things have not been right since. Like certain things just got fried. We had an Xbox that just died. And I was like, well, this one's done. It wasn't the newest one, so thank goodness. But I was like, well.
I will give props to Xbox. We had one Xbox that the kids poured Kool-Aid in.
Whoops.
And we put it in a baggie full of rice for like 3 weeks. And plugged
it back?
In, it fired right up.
Way to go, man.
Kool-Aid. You know that shit was all sticky inside.
Like, you know it's full of sugar. You're like, what smells sweet? Oh, that's the Xbox. Xbox 360, that's old as shit, Quentin. You know that's not functioning no more. If we poured Kool-Aid on it, that'd be on fire.
Actually, it was a 360.
Oh, my God.
Oh. And I'm not sure if it's the one that the kids have up in their room or not, but they barely use it for anything.
Yeah, they probably just put discs in it and watch movies. That's what my kids do with the other one.
Because they got fucking Switch and PS5 and all, you know, I mean, Game Boys. I mean, they got it, fucking thing, and still have time to do sports and Girl Scouts and all. You know what I mean?
It's so hard being a parent these days, where it's like you have all the things, and then you still have all these activities. So it's like there's just not enough time in the day.
You run into the schedule problem where you have 3 kids that got to be in different places at once. I don't know.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet because the little one's just in kindergarten, so she's going to be starting activities probably this summer and then next year. Because we asked her if she wanted to do things, and she was like, absolutely not. We were like, okay, well, it's not like we want to pay for her to be in softball and just stand there and cry. Yeah. So the older one plays softball, and she swims, and she does the running club, and she does, you know, all sorts of stuff. So, but then she wants to be in Minecraft and Lego this and blah, blah.
We're lucky we have 4 parents to distribute between 4 kids.
Yep.
Okay. Because like one weekend we had everybody at a different place, you know. Travis was with one of them, and then Nicole was with one of them, and Chelsea's with one of them, and I was with Jack and another one. You know, between the 4, we were all spread out everywhere, you know, because they were all doing different things at the same time in different places. And it's like, right.
I know. It's like my in-laws are going to be moving to Texas pretty soon. So it's like, I'm really thankful they're going to be here before that little one starts doing stuff, because maybe then they can help take people places. Because then I'm like, I'm going to be increasing how many cons I'm going to next year. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be on the road. You know, my husband travels for work. It's like, it's just going to be busy. So it'll be good though. It's good. It's good to be busy and then, you know, play hard and, you know, work hard, all that jazz, you know? What was I going to say? I forget. I was just, before we sign off, I just want people to know, I fucking forgot.
She's fulfilling, yo.
Yeah, I'm fulfilling. I'm at the end. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I have not finalized any orders. So if you missed the Kickstarter campaign, you can still pre-order things. You just have to talk to me directly. But I can still get you a first run issue number 2. I can still place a t-shirt order and the choose your own path. The only thing that I cannot order anymore are the Funko Pops and the Bones of Despair. Those are closed. But you can get all the rest of the merch And of course the books, issue 1 and issue 2 are still available. I did a short run of some of the variants from issue number 1. So I have a few left of the cowboy cover that Everett did. So if you're interested in getting a second run, but a variant that was previously sold out, I think I have 5 left. So there's some things out there. What are you laughing at? Are you laughing at that chat?
I'm laughing at Jay's.
Yeah, I saw that.
email.
I'm like, we can't put that up there, dude.
No, I'm laughing at his email. I'm laughing at his email. They said.
Oh, I'm laughing at his comment, and I was like, whoa, dude, we cannot put that up without the disclaimer.
He called me a fat bitch. He don't know me. I ain't fat.
He called you fat.
And then I said, I said, are you threatening me? I am Cornelio.
You need to for your bunghole.
Something.
Hey, he just winks at you like, hey. Like, jaunty.
There you go.
Jay, is that your back that's in your picture? I'm just curious. All the tats. Is that you?
Is that your
I'd
back,
like to know.
Jack?
Is that him? Do you know?
I'll let him answer for himself.
I don't know. I just don't know if those are his tattoos or not. I'm just curious.
I do not intimately know Jay well enough to
You're
know.
like, I have never seen him without his clothes on. Throw that out there. Ooh, cool. Nice. I have a back tattoo as well, but I won't be showing you.
Aw. More Maltese. I mean Maltese.
Tease is in there for a reason.
Yes, there you go. All right. I will talk to you, I'm sure, in the very near future, Ms. Laurie.
Of course. I'm here.
All kinds of stuff going on, man. Now, just in a little while, we got the Hyde Hermit art stream.
Okay.
We got Ginge and Pedro, CG horror show, a Silverline show. Tomorrow, got Comic Pulp, wherein Bill Knox will be out here with our boy Glenn Fleming.
Cool.
Glenn. Followed by that Shinn woman. That bloody Shinn woman, as Glenn Fleming likes to call her. And then Paul Gomez. Man, it's just show after show after show.
That's great, man.
And the Still Token guys at 7, and another Silverline show at 8, and Thursday morning. Oh, look at that, Jeff Muth. He was in the chat earlier. Did you see?
I got lots of books to read, man.
Yeah,
I've been so busy. I haven't even read Sam's yet. Sam, don't hurt me. I'm going to read this next. I just finished Bushibu 2, and then
I'm about to read Wonder Kitty.
I haven't read Cryptic Haze yet. I've already read Cycle Cell, but I want to look at this again just because I didn't have a physical copy. I just had the PDF. This one, I'm so excited to write 4, 5, and 6. Did I tell you about this one, Pops? It's about the serial killer that's running in the 1980s in New Orleans. And 1, 2, and 3 are from homicide. 4, 5, and 6 are from the victim's point of view, and then 7, 8, and 9 are from the serial killer's point of view. And I'm really excited about it. So I'm really looking forward to writing that because I have some new stuff to bring to the table. So it'll be cool. Yous will follow. Sorry.
Enough people have seen me blame
well, sir, we'll just have to take your word for it. Please don't post pictures here.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I know. It's like I have all these intentions of reading things and then I get busy. So we're making pierogies on Saturday, so I get to make 12 balls of pierogi dough and some cheese filling. I make my cheese from scratch. Believe that?
Who's doing that on what stream?
You want me to stream it?
Is that gonna be you and Rich? It's pasta and sauce stream.
I mean, we haven't gotten there yet. I know I would have to move the computer downstairs to the kitchen so I could do that. But yeah, I could make some pasta from scratch and.
You and Rich doing a cooking show would just be too funny.
It would just be so fucking funny. Sorry, my language, but that would just be a good time. But yeah, I'm not gonna stream the pierogi making because I don't think any of those people want to be on our crazy stream. But yeah, I'm gonna be making some cheese from scratch. I'll be making some farmer's cheese, and then I'm gonna be making a whole bunch of dough from scratch. I'm getting prepped for that. So
Tell
you
her.
Italians and your fresh food. Hey. Hey man, it's good to eat good.
All right, we're going to play commercials. Thank everybody for watching. Be back here in just a little under an hour with the Hyde Hermit Art stream. It's not, it's a different kind of art stream, but, it's kind of fun. So,
dude, I could go on for hours about this. In fact, I have. Go look at my Instagram.
You know what I forgot to do last night during the Ghost of Marble Past was to tell everybody to subscribe to my blog. Subscribe to my vlog, everybody.
Oh, Peter Parker.
Oh, Peter Parker. That was so much fun to do.
Jay, I won't stab you because I don't know where you live. Or do I?
Take it easy, yo. I'm going to play cold.
All right, guys. See you later. Come back next week. More knives and fun. Bye.
We were where? We were right.
Push the button. Jazz hands.
How about we play Docs one more time?
Ooh, let's do it.
All right.
Doesn't matter what you say or the action that you take. This is done without your will for the problems that you made. You're the night of the justice of American legions all around you. Different things you cannot change in the darkness that's inside you.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought with it being such a unique thing that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. Things like that. And it's just a unique film of him.
He says, I beat you. He says, they say we came in under the dead of heat. He says, that's not true because I beat you. And the American said, well, he says, if you like to think so, he says, but I know the real story. He says, I know I clearly won that one.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz
how to drive.
hands. Jazz hands.
All right.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month